that was considered more of like a collision production tank.
We need a Bondo, just put a 1/4 inch Bondo in.
But if I had filled that with Bondo, it would have popped out. You know, the heat would have crashed it with the solder. So I'm still taking solder off here because I'm still not hitting metal in here, and I'm still hot. So I'm continuing to work my hands on the panel, feeling it, filing, cleaning all this stuff off, being sensitive to the fact that this is a curved panel here. So I don't want to just stay right in the middle and hog on it. And I'm just using this old broken file because it's convenient, not because it's like something you want to do. And if you notice, when you use this Vixen file, I don't use it really, it's too much in a straight line. I'm almost always going sideways, you know, a little bit of an angle. Then you don't have to worry about cutting lines in it. If I go straight and I get that file tipped even a little bit, I'll put a nice groove in my work. So if you work at an angle like this, then you stand a much less of a chance of damaging your panel. Now we've got all of this up here in the top, see, it's still showing dark. See, that's all solder work that I did that I haven't even touched yet. I haven't gotten it down to the you know, the level this is. But I'm not coming through with any metal yet. So I can continue to take this solder down. And I know from when I was doing this that this wasn't going to take a lot of filler. So I put in, you know, too much solder. But, you know, we're practicing the trade the way it was practiced way back when. Which means that when I'm finished with this, I got to be able to take it over the painter to prime it. You know, so I got to make sure. I'd rather take a little more material off and it'd be ready to the primer than have to fire that torch up, you know, reheat everything, possibly re-tin in spots and on and on and on, just because I was being, you know, chintzy with my solder.
Do you switch to a finer file then before you're done?
No, this is nice and smooth. What'll happen is, before the painter gets it, it'll get sanded. You know, so that he's ready to just go in and clean it up and put that first coat of primer on. Now it's not uncommon for it to come back, because the painter will prime it and then he'll block it, and he may pop some highs through when he sands it with his sanding board. And he may send the car back to you and say, oh, you still got a little high here. Usually you hammer and dolly it down a little bit and then it'll work out. But so we just keep on working that. And this is something you just get a feel for. You don't really have there isn't like a hard rule of thumb. Most people over-file or over-remove. That's just very common. You keep chasing, and now look, you see where I'm coming down with this file? You guys come around, look at this so you can see the light. You see where my file lines go up here, and they stop, and then they continue up in here?
Yep.
And I still got a low here, because this is all gray from where I applied it. But I'm not touching metal anywhere here. So I can go down some more. Yeah, if any of you guys want to feel it, by all means jump in and feel it.